Time is ticking if you still need medical insurance for next year as open enrollment ends on Sunday. Here to tell us more is the president-elect of California Agents and Health Insurance Professionals, Craig Gussin. Craig, good morning.
Good morning, Jason.
This is a busy time of year for UNO, and it's a very, very confusing time for a lot of people. Your phones are ringing off the hook.
Yeah, it is. All day long, the phones don't stop. And so today we're going to talk about Medicare. The Medicare open enrollment ends on Sunday, December 7th at 11:59 p.m. Open enrollment for covered California ends December 31st for a January 1 effective date, the end of January for February 1 effective date. So today we'll only talk about Medicare. So with Medicare, we have Medicare. Medicare Part A covers you if you're hospitalized, and it costs nothing for Part A. Part B covers everything that's not a hospital-related expense, and everybody pays $202.90 as of January 1st for that benefit. Medicare does not cover prescriptions. So when you hear people talk about let's do Medicare for all, I'm going, okay, but what are we going to do about prescriptions? So you got to get a prescription plan outside of basic Medicare. So with Medicare, you have a couple options. You can get a Medicare supplement plan, they call it a Medigap. That allows you to go to any doctor in the country who accepts Medicare, and you can go see them. And there's a cost for that plan, but it doesn't have a prescription plan. So you have to buy a prescription plan between October 15th and December 7th and look at what it's going to cost. Now, prescription plans under a Medicare supplement has gone up anywhere from 12% to double the cost for the prescription plan. So that's one of the things you want to be aware of. Then we have a Medicare Advantage plan. That is a narrow network Medicare plan, like Kaiser, like Sharp. So if you want to see a Kaiser doctor, that's a Medicare Advantage plan. If you have a plan where you can only see Sharp doctors, that's a Medicare Advantage plan. That normally includes a prescription benefit. What I recommend to everybody who has, regardless of what, even for you or Lauren, this is a great time to check with your doctor and make sure that you're still accepting your plan, especially for Medicare Advantage plans. Is a prescription that you're taking still being used by that network? Are the doctors still taking it? So it's one of the things that we talked about. As I was waiting to come on here, I got an email that says that the government is negotiating right now for some of the big prescription cost plans, such as drugs such as Eliquis. I know that Eliquis is $14.95 a quarter. That's the cost of it. We work with a company where we can get it for like $50 a month. But the government is now working and negotiating to be able to bring those costs down. This literally is just coming out this week as we talk about it. So there's a lot going on. You still have time for anybody on Medicare to look and say, okay, is this the best plan for me for 2026? There is no wrong or right answer. It's just what's best for me and what's going on next year. Are you going to have a procedure done? Maybe you're going to have a lot of hip surgeries, I always say, or knee surgeries. If you're going to do that, you want to make sure the doctor maybe you're thinking about using takes the plan you're on. And it's really important for anybody who has a Medicare Advantage plan because that network is smaller. We want to make sure that that happens because the last thing you want to do is call us up and say, hey, I want to see this doctor, but he's not on my network. I want to change my plan. And I'm going, there's nothing we can do. You're stuck with this plan until next January. So it's really important to find out. A lot of people say, what's the best way to do it? What I recommend to everybody is go to our website, CAHIP-SD.org, CAHIP-SD-San-Diego.org. You're going to see something that says find an agent. Click on it, put in your zip code, and you'll be able to find all the Medicare agents in your area that can help you find the best plan. We've been educating ourselves for the last 3-4 months on all the changes going on in Medicare. Each Medicare Advantage plan is changing a little bit, and people are saying, well, I don't want a Medicare Advantage plan. I want to go to anybody I want. You can only do that after the first year of being on Medicare Advantage plan if there's a qualifying event, which is your Medicare Advantage plan, the cost to go to the doctor has gone up 15% or higher, or you've lost benefits of 15% or more. That's a qualifying event to be able to go to Medicare supplement, no health questions asked. But if someone says, you know, there's no qualifying event, I want to go to Medicare supplement, the insurance company is allowed to make you go through underwriting and make sure medically you can do it. Okay. Medicare Advantage plans usually cost almost nothing. Medicare supplement plans cost a couple $100 a month, so you got to look at what you can afford also.
Okay, can you give us the website one more time?
Yes, it's CAHIP, CAHIP-SD.org.
Okay.
And just go to find an agent, click on it, put in your zip code, and you can do it. And you know, our association for California has been very active in talking with, you know, Sacramento, the National Association that we have of benefit insurance professionals. They're working in Washington, D.C. to work on all the changes that are going on. I'll be in Washington, D.C. in February, talking with our legislators, and I see that Daryl Isaac's coming on, and we'll be seeing his office when we're there, talking about things that are going on and what we need to do to help the consumers in California. Because it's so important, Medicare, non-Medicare, all of it. You know, when we meet with a legislator's office in Washington, D.C., they're usually young 20, 25-year-olds that don't know what Medicare are, and we spend our time educating them. They go, yeah, my parents are on it, my grandparents are on it, what is it? And we explain it to them. And that's our job, to educate and teach the consumer about it, because that's what we do all day long.
Okay.
And it costs nothing to use us. We're like the doctors in the hospitals. We get paid by the insurance company. So there's no cost to use us. And if someone ever
So our viewers can call you, can call your office.
Call our office. I'm going to tell you, anybody you call that's selling Medicare, you're probably not going to talk to them at that moment, but they are going to get back to you within 24 hours. We're that busy. We have people calling going, I left a message a day ago. I know, we're just swamped. We're working 7 days a week to try and help everybody. And again, you got till Sunday, but you want to get it done by Friday.
Okay.
So.
Craig Gussin.
Yep.
Great information, man.
Thanks.
You're helping a lot of people. Appreciate you.
Good to see you guys.
You too.